What the heck was that? Stromboli. It's kind of like a pizza, but also not at all. I'm gonna show you how to make a stromboli. It is so easy. My kids totally love this, and wait till you see what's inside. It's so good. And I'm craving some stromboli, so let's get started. Generously sprinkle your work surface with flour, and we'll start by rolling out the pizza dough. You'll need 1 pound of pizza dough, and it can either be store-bought or homemade. Can you come put my hair behind my ears? I'm like, just the one. Is that good? Okay, how's it look? Good? Okay, sure. Thanks. Of course, this is my easy homemade pizza dough, and I will link to it in the notes. Gently roll that out into a 10 by 14 inch rectangle. You can use a ruler to help you get the size correct, and try to keep the edges even. This will make it much easier to roll up the stromboli. Set the dough aside while you work on your toppings. Finally, chop some fresh parsley. You'll need 1 tablespoon. Also, mince 2 garlic cloves. Fresh garlic will give you the best flavor, but you can substitute with 1/4 teaspoon of garlic powder. Mix the parsley and the minced garlic into your extra virgin olive oil. This will infuse the olive oil with so much great flavor. Now we're gonna spread this onto our dough. This next tip is important to be able to seal your stromboli properly. Leave a 1-inch border around the edges and a 2-inch border at the top. Spoon the garlic parsley oil over your dough, making sure to keep it off of the edges. Use a brush to spread it evenly over the surface. Now we'll move on to the fun part, the toppings. Start by sprinkling on 2 tablespoons of freshly grated Parmesan cheese, and I do have a little extra that I'm saving for the topping. Next, sprinkle on half of your shredded mozzarella cheese. You can get creative with your fillings, but traditionally, stromboli is made with a combination of cured meats. We'll start with a generous layer of salami.
Hey.
Cook sample. And this is one of my favorites. I sure love salami. Next, we're gonna add some deli sliced ham. Notice I'm keeping all of my toppings within that 1 to 2 inch border. The third meat we're adding is pepperoni slices, and I love how this adds a salty and slightly spicy bite. It makes it taste more like pizza. And last but not least, add the remaining shredded mozzarella cheese. Start by rolling from the long side closest to you and roll the dough tightly into a log, making sure the toppings don't slide as you go. You'll love all that meat sandwiched between all that cheese. I'm telling you guys, it's irresistibly good. Seal the dough by pinching the seams together all the way across. Sealing the seams helps to prevent the cheese from escaping while it's baking in the oven. Transfer it to a parchment-lined baking sheet and gently tuck the edges underneath. Cover loosely with plastic wrap and let that rest for 30 minutes while you preheat the oven to 400 degrees Fahrenheit. Once your oven is preheated and you're ready to bake, we're gonna make an egg wash. Crack 1 egg into a small mixing bowl and add a tablespoon of water, then beat that thoroughly with a fork. Brush that evenly all over the surface of your dough. You will have some egg wash left over, and you can make some good use of it by cooking a scrambled egg. Sprinkle some coarse or kosher salt over the top of the roll, then sprinkle on your garlic powder. I do like to use garlic powder instead of fresh garlic over the top so it doesn't burn in the oven. And last but not least, add the remaining freshly grated Parmesan cheese. Use a sharp knife to cut 4 diagonal slits about 1/4 inch deep over the top. This will allow the stromboli to vent and the steam to escape. Bake in the center of a preheated oven for about 25 to 30 minutes or until the dough is golden brown and cooked through. The timing can depend on the size and starting temperature of your stromboli. Dun da 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 dun dun da 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 dun dun da da da. Oh, this smells so good, and I am so hungry for this. You do want to let it rest for like, I don't know, 5 to 10 minutes after it comes out of the oven, just because that filling can be pretty hot and cheesy and bubbly, but I kind of just want to cut right into this thing because I love a gooey cheese pull. I don't know, there's something about it. I tell my husband that's the money shot. We're gonna get right into this taste test. I'm just gonna transfer it onto the cutting board. Scoochy scooch. I've made this before where the cheese and filling sometimes breaks loose. If you seal the edges, it's less likely to seep out, but if it does, it still tastes delicious. And once it's rested, you're gonna cut it into about 1-inch thick pieces. I'd say one of these will feed 4 people. Also really great for parties if you wanted to serve it as an appetizer. I do have it paired with some marinara sauce for dipping. And yes, I want some, so let's cut in. Oh, I just love how the crust is like crisp on the outside and so soft inside and loaded with all the good stuff, especially the cheese. They're lovely slices, and we're gonna put these on a platter with the marinara sauce, and then we can dig in. And if you don't like marinara sauce, you can also use pizza sauce for dipping. That's a great option. Ranch is good. Alfredo sauce, ooh, that's a good one. Here we go, look at this. Look at all those layers and all that cheese. And then also I love the bottom gets a little bit crisp because the oils from the spread and the meats. It's kind of like a deep dish pizza. I don't know how else to describe that. It's so delicious. Okay, we're gonna dunk right into this sauce. Oh, and this one has so much cheese. Look at this. Warm marinara sauce. And we do have a really good homemade marinara that's super easy if you haven't tried it yet. It's a must try. Look at that. Oh. It's so good. Just the right balance between cheese and then the meats, and then adding that layer of garlic and parsley at the bottom. It just wraps the whole thing with so much flavor. Oh my goodness. And then don't skip the little cheese on top too, because it gets crisp over the top and it adds a nice salty bite to the crust. I hope this totally becomes a new family favorite for you. Let me know what you think when you try it. Also, let me know where you spotted Sharky. I'd love to hear from you. And if you have any recipe requests, please let us know. And we'll see you on the next episode of Natasha's Kitchen. Bye. All right, back to this. Come to mama. Too far. Oh, so good.